There we go. Sorry. Welcome to our Opulent Freedom Lifestyle event. My name is Jana. I'll be hosting the majority of the event tonight, but we're really excited because we've got some amazing people that are jumping on tonight and just sharing some of their stories around an amazing program, product and opportunity that we've had great results with and we truly feel is a gift and we want to share it with more people. So for myself, I found this amazing program, product and opportunity almost 4 years ago. I was working full-time in the government, trading time for money, as most of us do. But at the time, I was also a mum of two young little people, one being 11 months and the other one only 3. So they were literally put into full-time childcare from 6:30 in the morning to 6 p.m. at night. I was commuting, doing long hours, but I was also taking a lot of work home with me. I'd literally just gone back to work on promotion to a new position, responsibility for a lot of people in a very toxic job with a lot of, I guess, drug-related family abuse and family violence issues. So I was working for Department of Human Services. And when you've got a young family, that really does affect you, not only mentally, but being a very holistic-minded person, I was no longer taking care of my health as well as I should be as well, and started to get very sick physically also. I mean, the kids were bringing home every bug under the sun, and you can only keep your immune system strong for so long. And then the guilt comes in as well when you're having to call in sick, having to stay home with them and look after them, send them back too quickly, but then also missing out on those beautiful moments of, their first steps or their first, mum, their first words or their sentences and things like that. So very quickly, I realised that I think I'd done the wrong thing. Maybe I'd returned to work too quickly. Maybe this wasn't what me and Luke, my husband, intended. He also worked full time and we just wanted someone to be present with our children. But for me, I couldn't bear the idea of being a stay-at-home mum and not having that adult interaction, not being challenged, or mainly not having an income. I could not rely on my husband to be that breadwinner. So for me, a post came up on social media. It was health, it was wellness, it was community, it was Whole Foods. It just ticked a lot of boxes for me. But being in the government, I was very skeptical, and it sounded way good to be true. How could they possibly be, making this sort of money or this income online? And I reached out to this person who I'd never met, which really, really scared me, to be honest. And she was amazing. I watched an event like this, realised it was this amazing product called Juice Plus, which I'd already researched for my husband, and thought, why not do the business? Didn't think for me that I could potentially grow the business to a level where it was a business, to be honest. It was just to get the product cheaper to start off with. But, within 10 months, I was able to leave that job. I've now been a paid stay-at-home mum for almost 3 years. And I worked out today, that's like 150 weeks of paid leave I've been at home because of Juice Plus, which is pretty amazing when I was only getting 4 weeks leave every year and I had to work the other 48 to get that. So what is Juice Plus? Juice Plus has literally been around for almost 27 years here in Australia and New Zealand, so it's definitely not a new fad, and it's not a whole lot of juices you need to drink. Juice Plus is designed to bridge the gap in our diets. And I definitely had that massive gap to bridge, but it was my husband that had the biggest gap. He was the opposite to me. Didn't eat meat. He did eat meat, sorry, but didn't eat any vegetables, fruit, salad, nothing. Just meat, potato, white pasta, white rice. So I was always concerned about him. I was always looking for the next best thing for him, and came along Juice Plus. And that's what, about bridging that gap. It's unique in that you don't need to drink a whole lot of juices. It's not there to replace a healthy diet. We still need to eat healthy, have a good relationship with food. But this product is literally vine-ripened produce that's been washed, cleaned, going into a pulping process, and then popped into capsules. And this is our hero product. This is the micronutrients, the oil in the engine. Gets everything running opulently on the inside. Over 32 fruits, vegetables and berries in there. That's massive. Government state, suggests we should be having 2 and 3 serves of fruits and vegetables daily, which less than 5% of adults are even able to do, which seems, a bit crazy to me. Less than 2% for kids, which is really scary. But science suggests we need to be having more along the lines of 10 to 13 serves of fruits and vegetables every day. And, you know, even as much as I love fruits and vegetables, I am that crazy juicing, smoothing lady. That's just not doable each and every day. No day's perfect. Things change. We travel. You might not be able to get the produce you need. And let's face it, our produce is very depleted. Especially here in Australia and New Zealand, we get a shovel deep in and we're either hitting clay or we're hitting sand. So the nutrients aren't getting into our produce. And then we get sprays and chemicals going on in the farming practices, I guess. And then it gets to us, we're peeling it, we're pipping it, we're juicing it, and then we're cooking it. And then, so some of those nutrients, again, are gone. What I love about this, when they pop all that produce in there to be pulped, that includes the peel, the pip, the stem, the stalk. You know, with this orange, like 80% of the nutrients is in the peel. And I've tried to eat that peel numerous times and I just can't do it, but it is in my capsule, which is pretty amazing. So, you know, I love the fact that, you know, an apple, we're aware that there's, I don't know, over 10,000 phytonutrients in an apple. An apple is just one of the 11 fruits that are in our fruit blend. I can read the label on these. I don't need a dictionary or a thesaurus. I know exactly what a raspberry, bilberry, elderberry, pomegranate. I can't eat all those each and every day, but the fact that they're in my capsule and I know that that's all that's in there, nothing synthetic, nothing artificial like we're used to from the chemist and from the shop, which our body doesn't recognize. It's just chemicals we're putting into our body to thinking it's going to do better, but literally it's not. And the biggest tick for me, and I've seen that just flash up on the screen, I was breastfeeding when I started this product. This was safe. I didn't have to stop and start and get off any of the products. I could take all the products while I was conceiving, trying for a baby, breastfeeding. My kids could take this product. It was just food in a capsule. Really simple and just bridging that gap that we just can't, you know, keep up with on a day-to-day basis. This is the most researched whole food product on the market. All right, ask Siri, ask your iPhone, ask Siri what the most researched whole food product on the market is, and it's Juice Plus, which is pretty amazing. So like I said, that's your micronutrients, the oil in the engine. One of the health studies that's happening at the moment is the Kids Eat Free health study. So when any adult takes that, so I know for us mamas, you know, we always want to get it into our husband, get it into the kids, but we put ourselves to last. So this time you get to get on this product and the kids get to eat free between the ages of 4 and 18 as part of one of those health studies. So the kids can either have the fruit and veggie capsules if they're a bit older, or they can have it in a yummy chew form. So it's literally the same fruits and vegetables, but without that synthetic sugar that we get from the kids' chews from the chemist section. This is literally just fruits, vegetables, and berries joined together with plant-based tapioca. They're really yummy, and your child gets an extra variety of 21 fruits and vegetables daily. For any parent, that's a huge relief. Kids are so fussy and such hard work at trying to build up that that craveability for fruits and vegetables. Like attracts like. So if mum and child are taking the capsules and the chews on a daily basis, just so the idea of how big the capsule is too, it's only little, it's not a big horse capsule. You're flooding your body with fruits and vegetables, all those phytonutrients and micronutrients daily. Guess what? You're going to want more fruits and vegetables. Literally, my kids pick up a capsicum or a carrot. You know how Coles and Safeway have their fruit basket? They're picking up things that they shouldn't be. I've got in trouble a couple of times. But literally, you know, building those growing, developing bodies, they need fruits and vegetables. So I love that they get to eat those for free. And we're seeing huge results there. Kids are pooping better, sleeping better, cognitive behavior, just all those things that come along with just eating fruits and vegetables, which is amazing. So that's one big gap, one gap that we all struggle with. We've still got to eat, all right? That's why I love our team, because we've got an online program called the Juicy Body Transformation. When you take Juice Plus just once, you get to be a part of this online program for life. So like I said, we're not there to replace a healthy diet with these capsules and these shakes that I'm about to talk about. We also educate and inspire you around making really healthy choices in the kitchen. Fun, healthy choices too. Get everybody involved, get the rainbow on a plate. and it's not chicken and broccoli 3 ways. It's deprivation free, not locking you in the kitchen for hours, and it's just fun. Helps you meal plan for success, and really, you know, get the whole family involved. The blokes are covered, the girls are covered, everyone's covered. We've got an 8-week shred that really kickstarts your you know, your whatever your new health revolution sort of is, or your health plan, and that's got a $2,000 prize pool with it as well. So that kicks off on the 6th of October. And we do a weigh-in and measurements, and it's really, really fun just to get you to the next level with your either your physical or your mental health as well, I guess. And then you've got the rest of the program there to guide you the rest of the way. Over 7 ebooks, hundreds of yummy recipes, support, community. It's just amazing what that's got in it. It's even got mindset tools. It's just a brilliant, brilliant way. It's not a yo-yo diet. It's none of, you know, it's just there to support you and help you build your future around health, which we truly love. All right, then obviously those days when you can't prepare meals, or life just gets a bit too crazy when you're trying to get the kids out the door, or you're looking for something after you've been to the gym, we have these amazing complete powders. So this is our what we call our nutritional drink, because they definitely weren't designed as a meal replacement. Over 30 plant-based ingredients in there, 18 of which are superfoods. All right, so it's got your protein in there. It's got your complex carbohydrates, your good fats, fiber, all in an actually yummy, tasty shake, because I've tasted many and they're not all so great. But these ones are really, really great. And between the green capsule, the veggie one, and the shakes, there's the greeny leaves in there. So it's got niacin. Niacin's an amazing mood balance. It helps with anxiety, depression. So we see huge results there. But these are really, really yummy, and they do fill you up. So they can assist if you're after some weight gain or some weight loss. And these are great to add to your daily regime. And if you add, you know, keep a variety of frozen berries, bananas, kale, whatever you want in the freezer, you add them to these daily. I've had Charlie's fussy like his dad, my little one, and we have these for breakfast every morning. He has his chews, and then if the rest of the day goes to a disaster, I don't care, because he's done this and I feel like I'm winning. So these are great, and I love them for post-workout. Keep them in your handbag on those crazy days when you're thinking you're going to have to resort to convenience through takeaway or ready prepared meals. Pull out your shake, have this, and this will fill you up until you're next ready to prepare something. So they're awesome. And then one other gap that Juice Plus felt that they needed to bridge was with our plant-based omega. That's right, plant-based. They skipped the fish and went straight to the algae, because fish, just like us, do not generate the algae themselves. So this is beautiful. It's got the algae in it, sea buckthorn, tomato seed oil, raspberry seed oil, pomegranate. And it's just those beautiful oils within a capsule. All right, again, we take those on a daily basis. That helps with joint inflammation, skin, heart, eyes, again, pregnancy. Those, along with the berries, are amazing for our skin. I used to have cystic acne, which was horrendous, and I used to have to cake on the makeup every day for work. And these have just been my absolute resolve for that. And also I had a really bad sciatic nerve, which, you know, used to cause me all sorts of problems after pregnancy, and that for me has been relieved also. So that's our product and our program in a nutshell. I'm just going to grab, I'm going to put her on the spot here, Magda, if she's free, and I'm hoping she's going to share her story. There she is, with the program and product.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep. My name is Magda. I'm a mama of 2 beautiful children. When I came across this program and products, I basically was a rundown single mama who had no energy, always sick, and I also struggled to lose the baby weight. I thought I was eating healthy and exercising, but I just couldn't lose that 8 kilos or so. So I jumped on the program, and I think it was the shred at the time, and just I loved that it wasn't another diet, or there was no calorie counting, and the recipes were family friendly, and so I ended up losing 8 kilos, which was awesome. And I started to get energy back. You know, I used to go to bed at like 8, 9 o'clock and just be so tired, but now I can, you know, stay up till 10 o'clock and still wake up at 5 and feel refreshed, which was amazing. My skin's cleared up, I'm sleeping better, and just not, you know, my immunity is so much better. Obviously, the kids would be coming home sick from childcare or school, and obviously, you know, as parents, we normally catch what they've got. So, yeah, we haven't been sick in the last 2 years, which has been pretty awesome. And my daughter also suffered really bad eczema. We tried everything from steroid creams, and although it would work on the surface, it just never got rid of it. But after 2 months on being on the chews, my daughter has now been on the chews for now 2 years, and her eczema hasn't come back. So that's just been amazing. And yeah, they've been healthy. You know, they might get a cold, but all we do is just double up on the chews, and yeah, within a couple of days, they're feeling much better. So I'll be on the program and the products for life. It's just a great way to be able to get that extra nutrition into our bodies. So, yep. Thanks, Jana.
Thank you. You're amazing. Sorry to put you on the spot. I wasn't very organised tonight at all. So excited that Denise was hopping on. And I've got Jo on as well tonight. So Jo's going to share her amazing product and program story as well. Thanks, Jo.
Hey everybody, thanks for having me on, Jana. So my name's Jo. I am a stepmom. I'm actually a step grandma. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. But when I discovered these products 3.5 years ago, I was already a breast cancer survivor. So health was something that was really, really important to me. At the time, I was running family daycare. So I had 4 little boys under the age of 4. So it's crazy. I was exhausted, like seriously. By nap time, I wanted to have a nap. I was done. So obviously when I found these products, first of all, I was very, very skeptical. So I did all the research. I'm like, show me the studies. I know there's so many clinical studies out there. I realized they were TGA approved. I love the fact that there's no warning labels on there and that the labels just were fruit and veg. So I thought, you know what? Okay, I'll give them a go. Tried them for myself, and within 2 weeks, I was in love. Like seriously, for me, it wasn't huge changes, but when I woke up in the morning, I felt rested. Like I actually felt like I'd had 8 hours sleep, you know, not waking up still bone tired. And then the next thing I noticed was the afternoon energy. So instead of having that brain fog and that I just want to have a nap, I was fine. I was like cleaning and organizing stuff, and it was doing paperwork, and that was amazing. So I was like, okay, you know what? I love these products. I know so many people aren't getting enough fruit and veg. I'm really happy to recommend them to people. And so, yeah, jumped into the business. Been taking these every single day for 3.5 years now. I cannot live without my chocolate shake. And my hubby loves the vanilla ones, and it's been amazing. So the other thing that happened for me is migraines. I used to suffer really, really badly with migraines. About every 2 to 3 weeks, I could pretty much be guaranteed I would get a migraine so bad at the base of my skull that I would throw up. It was just hideous. And then I was a mess for like the next day. And I had x-rays done, physio, chiropractor, everything. Nothing fixed it. And yeah, I've been taking these for 3.5 years. And in that time, I've had 3 migraines. And I don't know why. No idea why, but obviously my body was lacking in something. So, and I'm not the only one. Over this time, I've had heaps and heaps of people tell me that they've had similar results. So yeah, I love these and I will always take them.
Thank you. Amazing. I don't think I've heard that part of your story before. Awesome. So So that's a bit around our amazing program and product. Honestly love the program as well, because you get to be a part of it all online. You get to meet new people, watch their stories, see so many testimonials. Literally, like I said, it's been around 27 years, so it's stood the test of time. It just makes sense. It's just fruits and vegetables in a capsule, and we all need more of that. And I love that it's vegan, that it's dairy free, it's gluten free. It's all those really cool things that we seem to have a lot of problems with now. And even the fructose level is super low also. But then, you know, what happened is a lot of us have had such great results, or we've fallen in love with the process, or we wanted it cheaper, whatever the reason, we've decided that we want to share it. So like, you know, like myself, and I shared that story at the beginning, there's this really cool business behind it. And I love the way that Juice Plus has set it up, because it's literally not just bridging the gap in your diet, you know, it's literally bridging a gap also with community, relationships, even self-development, but then with that financial aspect. So that we have this amazing opportunity that comes along with it. You get to build around other women or other gentlemen. We have got guys in our team, believe it or not. And, you know, and it's just a really beautiful way to do business. I don't know a day where I don't get out of bed excited to want to show this to someone. It's truly just feels like a gift to me. And, you know, the only thing I, you know, was a little bit nervous about at the start was I just didn't think it was me. I didn't think I was worthy or didn't have that value to give back to people. But the more I've learned, the more it's all about sharing and just having fun. I literally, you know, it just happened naturally without me really trying to do anything. So when I came into this, I was introduced to the business from someone I never met. Her name was Lauren, all right? And she literally, you know, shared it with a couple of other people that month along with me. And she literally linked arms with me and nurtured me and showed me how to share it with a few people, how to look after my health and just how to share it really nice way. And I very quickly, you know, got my parents on there. They definitely needed it. And a few girlfriends that were like at the same stage as me with newborns or babies or trying to fall pregnancy, trying to fall pregnant, not pregnancy. A few people from the gym. I had quite a few people jump on, and I was not expecting that because I literally had no social media when I started this. I'd had a secret clearance with the Defence Force, which led me to not having social media, and then I had turned it back on. But what I also found, once I turned that on and I started sharing a little bit better between social media and face-to-face with Kinder as those things were starting, with my gym friends, with my netball friends, I found a few people that wanted something more in their life. So there was Lindsay. She had a family of 5 and she definitely wanted to get on the product and wanted it cheaper and then create that extra income. So she shared it with a few people and duplicated exactly what I did. Catherine, she's traveling Australia at the moment. So she just wanted to be able to stay on the product again because she couldn't, you know, she would never know when she's going to have fresh produce. Just wanted a bit of extra cash coming in constantly. And she was talking to people all the time. So why not have this cool opportunity to share with them? And then I also had Steph, and she was a kinder teacher at the time, just had her first baby. And she was seeing sick kids all the time and was trying for a second baby. So, you know, she thought this product would help with that, which it did. She had a juicy baby not long after. But also she had that product and program there to offer the parents and the students that she was looking after. So literally I showed these girls exactly what Lauren had showed me, and they went out and they found people that wanted the product cheaper, that wanted a holiday fund, pay off the credit card. Some of these women just wanted to get on the product to take care of themselves. Give back to themselves, but also be able to go get a haircut or their nails done without asking their husband. Pretty simple stuff to want and definitely to need. And that was me, you know what I mean? I didn't ever want to be able to ask my husband for any money. Bit of a pride thing for me. But, you know, different reasons. You know, Lindsay was in the Defence Force, and the idea of her being posted out again away from her kids, that scared, you know, the shit out of her. So, you know, this gave her an opportunity working online to do so. And that just continued down. But who did Lauren know at the beginning of all of this happening? Just me, you know, and I didn't go out hunting people down or anything like that. I literally just, you know, shared a recipe, shared my results as they came in. People saw that I was happy, that I was excited, that I was meeting new people, and they just wanted some of that, which was naturally you know, what people want. They just want more connection. I think that's a human thing for sure. And that's been really lovely to watch. So I'm going to get a couple of people to bring that. I've got Denise on tonight, and I'm going to leave her to second, but Jay hopefully is still around. She's going to share how the business also came into her life and what exciting things have happened to her so far and what she's looking forward to in the future. Where is she? Can I find her up here? Oh, she might. Oh, no, she's good. She has Lottie. There you go. Sorry, love.
That's okay. I've just got kids asleep, so I wasn't quite prepared for that. Sorry, Jana. Hi, guys. So, yeah, I've been in the business for nearly, I think, maybe a little bit longer than Jana now. So I came to the business out of desperation. I was a single mum, looking to make ends meet. I was working my butt off, but the more I worked, obviously, the more I had to put my kids in care. So I was spending all my money back on childcare, and I was never getting in front. So yeah, I was also just looking for something. I just knew there had to be another way. When this come along, and it made perfect sense to me. I never ate the best either, so the product just blew me away. So I've been taking that and my kids for the last 4 years. We've seen some amazing results from that, but the business has just given us so much more freedom. We've now moved interstate where we are loving life, being on the beach. We've travelled overseas a few times. It's given me so much personal development and connection. I've met all these lovely women who I never would have met before. And we all get to have so much fun and, have that support there. But yeah, the business side has really given me so much over the years. I've had a few falls in life, and to be able to have this to fall back on was pretty amazing. That residual income that I'd built up was there when I really needed it. So it's just been a lifesaver for me, and yeah, I'll continue to do it.
And you're looking amazing. So definitely the sea change is a part of that, I think.
Thank you. I was in the dark when you called out my name, so I don't know if I'm looking that good, really.
You are. You're looking lovely. Thanks, Jay. Sorry for putting you on the spot again. She's a single mum, and she's just what she's doing, like with 3 little girls. I shouldn't say little because they're growing so quick. And having this business in the background to do what they want and not say, it's more the case of we have to say no to a lot of things, and this just gives you the opportunity to say no to the things you normally say yes to, which you really don't want to, and gives you the opportunity to say yes to the things that you really, really want, that drive you with your passion and purpose, and just make things more fun for you, which I truly love. Also, I guess the other thing that does come up is the better skepticism, and that was definitely me being in the government. It just sounds like one of those pyramid schemes. And I didn't know anything about pyramid schemes. Why would I even question a pyramid scheme? It was way before I was born even. But, we know they were around. They definitely illegal, and they didn't have a service. They didn't have a product. They definitely didn't have our amazing team and community. But literally when you think of, I think it's more the pyramid structure that people think of now. It's not one of these where we all are these little minions down the bottom working for this CEO at the top. This was me, in the government, in the Defence Force, and then with DHS. I worked my butt off to get to my first few promotions. It took me 10 years to get to my APS 5 level in there, and I was on a good wage, don't get me wrong, but the hours, they were just drawing my life out of me. And if I wanted to take some of that time off, my 4 weeks a year, I actually paid for an extra 4 weeks. So I had 8 weeks a year. I had to bid for it against everyone else in the office. I would never get the time off with my husband. So we'll literally take turns of taking time off to be with the kids over Christmas. And when my little one was about to start kinder, I had to make that decision. And Juice Plus helped me make that decision. Either I send him to a childcare kinder, so he's there and he's got all his hours covered, or we send him to this amazing kinder that we had our heart set on. That was all around First People and Indigenous learning. So we got to do that because I decided this was not for me anymore. Even I owned a restaurant, and it was the same thing there. I was the boss there, I was the owner, but no one ever wanted my job because I was there every hour of the day, every hour of the night, taking bills home with me. I had the daily costs, the weekly costs, the monthly costs to keep that business running. Whereas with this business, it's like this, but I pay $165 a year, so that's like 50 cents a day to have this business, right? And I start off at the bottom like everyone else did, but someone links arms with me and helps me hit these promotions if I want, no pressure. They help me get to, if I want $500 a month, they showed me how to do that. If I want $2,000 a month. They showed me how to do that, popped it on, mapped it all out. It was all beautiful, and they were there helping me, support me, and grow. If I wanted to work towards $10,000 a month, there was no cap. I could keep working this up to the top position, which is NMD. All right, and everyone gets the opportunity to get there. There's not one person sitting pretty in this organisation, and all I did was pay this amazing, cool little setup fee. And all the resources were there for me. I didn't have the costs and the worry of staff and insurances and all the other stuff that came along with my restaurant. I just had this amazing business opportunity, and all these amazing promotions that came along. Didn't take me 10, 12 years in the government to, like it did in my government job. But, literally most of those were done in my first 18 months. And NMD Denise is on tonight, and she's going to share her amazing story of how she came into this business, what awesome stuff she's, been a part of and done so far, and what she's looking forward to in the future.
Thank you so much, Jana, for having me on tonight. And I'm loving all these stories. It's just, I'm sitting back just going, oh my God, am I part of this company and this business and this team? Because it just fires me up all the time when I hear these stories. So thank you so much for inviting me on. So as I said, as Jana said, my name's Denise, and I have been in the Juice Plus company now for 3 years. I saw a random post on Facebook, and I will be forever grateful that the gorgeous Jo Ross, who you heard from earlier, put that post on that day, and I was not looking for something. I was a high school teacher. I had been a teacher for 30 years across 4 different states in Australia, starting down in Tasmania, up to the Northern Territory, Western Australia, back to Tassie. I was all over the shop. So along that journey, I had 3 kids who in the meantime had grown up and all left home. And they were on their own journeys and still are. And it was a really weird time of my life as a mum, because I didn't know what my role was anymore as a mother. As they became more independent, I kind of felt more of a sense of loss. And I wasn't really, I was lost in that role a little bit. And I didn't actually know I was looking for something. But what also happened at that time was my partner, Greg, who we were in a relatively new relationship, had just lost his job for the second time in 3 years. He'd been in mining for 38 years, and that was another wake-up call that nothing is certain in life. And just these 2 things happened at the same time, and I always believe that the universe delivers what you need at exactly the right time, and that's what happened for us when Jo put that post on. So I decided to take a look at this opportunity. We trial the products because, as skeptics, although I had belief in the products because as a health and PE teacher, I'd been teaching nutrition for 30 years, and I knew and I'd seen the decline in kids' health and the knowledge around what good eating looked like. So when these products came, they just made so much sense, the simplicity of fruits and veggies in a capsule, and who doesn't need more of that? Greg was my guinea pig in 2 ways. First of all, he lost his job, which is why I looked at this. And secondly, he'd had a history of high cholesterol. And I just said to him, perfect, let's try these products out and see what they do for both of us. And he had amazing results. And for the first time in 10 years, his cholesterol had actually stopped going up. So we were absolutely rapt about that, of course. And then we felt like we could put our hand on our heart and share these products with the world. So when I first started this, I had no concept of what this could actually be. I was treating it a bit like a hobby when I first started. But as Jana shared, the more excited I got about the products and the program and the business opportunity, the more people wanted to know more about it. And then it became really, really easy to share it authentically amongst my friends and family and the wider community. And that popcorn effect really, really took place. And I got totally addicted to this business. And then I decided, I made the decision that while I was still teaching full-time, in pockets of time around my full-time teaching job, that I could build this business up to replace my teaching income. And that's exactly what I did. And on the 10th of December 2017, I walked away from teaching 8 years ahead of when I'd planned and retired myself. And the really important thing about that, and the exciting thing about that, is that as Jana shared, you think you can't buy time, but Greg's a bit of a details guy, and he worked out that we actually bought another 16,000 hours together when I would have been going teaching for the next 8 years. So that's incredible. So ever since that date at the end of December in 2017, our life looks totally different. My mum loves going on cruises, and I said to her the year before, choose sometime in April, doesn't matter what the date is, choose a cruise and I will be there with you. So she chose a cruise in April and I said, yep, I'm there. Greg and I went to Europe last year. We actually got engaged in Paris, which was a bit romantic, and we're getting married actually in 5 weeks' time. And we're going, and the other thing I guess is, like I said before, my kids are all grown up, and with that also being our age, our parents are ageing. My mum lives down in Tasmania and Greg's parents are up in northern Queensland. So next week we're jumping on a plane to go and celebrate his parents' 60th wedding anniversary. We don't need to look at what day we fly or what date we come back. It just doesn't matter. I can pop down to Tasmania, and I went down there recently because my auntie passed away. We can be there for our ageing parents whenever they need us. And for our kids, wherever they are and whenever they need us, we won't be missing any moments of those grandchild times. And all those things. And for us, it's just the beginning. It's 3 years in. This is a long-term career for us. We do it together, which is really exciting. Every single night, like you heard before, with these products in your body, you're just so energised at night. You've got to kind of force yourself to go to bed, because I'm so excited about what the future looks like that I really have to force myself to go to bed. But every single day I wake up on purpose. I put my feet on the bed and go, on the floor when I wake up in the morning, and say, thank you for today. It's another amazing day. And I wake up energised to do it all over again. So I'm so grateful to Joe. I'm so grateful to the universe for bringing this into my lap, literally. And I will forever be on this journey, and it's something that I will never retire from because I just love it so much. So thank you so much for letting me share my story tonight, Jana.
Thank you. And I remember, actually, I don't know if you remember this, you coming up to me on our second conference we've been away, and you said, I was a part of your, I'm doing this is what's going to happen. And here you are, you've beyond past me, which is absolutely beautiful. And now I'm in awe of you, and I'm following in your footsteps. So it's just so beautiful to have you on here tonight. And for anyone thinking about, retirement funds and how, the future's going to be, don't think about it, until what 6, you're only like 40 and you've really, and you can really think of that, you don't have to wait till you're 60 to retire is what I'm trying to say. You can start living that now, because you don't want to wait till you're old and you can't do half the things you want to do when you're retired, but you can do it with this.
Just on those lines as well, another thing that actually happened when this came into my lap, and Joe will remember this, is my dad passed away at that time from dementia. And that was such an epiphany to me, like, how much time do I actually have left, and what am I going to do with the time that I have left? So that's another gift that this has given me, that I'm living the best life that I possibly can with the time that I'm gifted.
Oh, so beautifully worded. Thank you so much, Denise. We have absolutely loved having you on here tonight, and to have your story on here, to be able to show that to many, many, many people. So thank you. So there you go. Some really amazing stories tonight, from all different shapes of life. Yeah, all females tonight, but I promise you the boys are in there. As Denise spoke about Greg, my husband's definitely on the product. He wasn't a believer at the beginning, but wait, he stopped at the 6-month mark, and now he's 100% believer. Yeah, this comes into our lives when we least expect it. I didn't think I was looking for something. Denise didn't think she was looking for something. And then, a pop post up, or a friend mentions it to you. It could be you're just after something for your health. It could be, it could be some extra money just so you can get on it for your health. It could be some extra money so you can put your child in the kinder you want, or the school you want, or just have that holiday, or pay for the groceries. It could be a million different things. It could be just the relationships. The relationships is definitely the gold for me in this opportunity, and I feel blessed every single day that I've been on this journey, and will be on this journey for life. But a massive thank you to all the girls who did share tonight. Thank you all for jumping on. If you are watching this live, or in the recorded version, and we didn't quite get all your questions answered, please make sure you reach out to whoever it was that invited you and get those questions answered, because if you're anything like me, I'm sure you'll still have heaps to get answered. And they'll be dying to chat to you, I'm sure. But thank you, and hopefully we'll see you all again soon.